Hello everyone, Loserkiller here, and today it's time for the 8th video in my Abyss MOC series, and today's MOC is named Noxiom, and it was not created by me, in fact, it was entirely created by Shaddow, which is a friend of mine who helped me during the Abyss MOC series creation, so way back in 2012, and so he decided to make his own MOC, which is from the Biohazard gang, so it's kind of like a gang composed of characters or individuals which are all linked to poison and biohazard and toxic waste and stuff like that. And so he took some inspiration from a MOC created by Chasui in 2007, which was called Onaric, and which used some specific shoulder pads, but we're going to see that later on. Let's first focus on the main part of the body, and as you can see, it's quite particular because let me just focus the webcam on this part. It's shaped like a L. So you have this gray part, and on this gray part, we're going to add first a metal waist part, which will be useful to add the legs, and also this technique beam, which will be useful to link this Toranica body frame, which in turn will be used to attach the arms of the character. So we have this type of weird body frame, shaped like an L. We're going to add some parts on the back to cover the holes. And as you can see, we're going to add this part and this Baroque top head part, if I can say so. We're going to add this piece, as you can see, with 2 points of connection. And we have 2 pins, so that's good. Okay. And now we have our back done. So you can see it's quite clean looking. We are now going to add this big Vezon head. So Vezon was the bionicle character which used this head in the official set. In the official sets, it was released in 2006. And like that. And as you can see, we still have a little bit of the axle here, which will be used to attach the head. The head will be like that. And once again, it will be quite particular in terms of design because we're going to add a canopy, but it will not be like that, but turned this way around. Okay, and that said, we just have to add one more part to end the body. It's going to be this Toranuva torso armor, as you can see, with some lime green parts. Going to add them like that, and now our body is finished. As you can see, it's really a particular design, a very specific design, but it's also quite interesting, I think, in terms of shapes. So that said, let's move on to the arms, and that's what I mentioned earlier. The arms were inspired by Chasui's MOC, which he made in 2007, which was called Onaric, and the idea was that it's going to use 2 simple connectors. You can see, so 2 connectors which are going to be attached together, and for the shoulder pads, is going to use a large Wakshi's back part. So this piece like that, going to add some Hero Factory parts also, and I think that's all for the arms. You can see it's quite simple to understand. This part is supposed to move, in fact, it's kind of like its cannons. Also notice the hose pipes. So going to attach the arms now. Okay, like that, and those pipes will be linked here. So now we just have to attach the second leg. Once again, Shaddow used the same type of techniques he used for the arms, while he takes inspiration for the arms. So this means that we're not going to attach the leg directly on this connector, but with another one linked to the double-sided long connector right there. Also, once again, some Hero Factory armor parts here and down there, the leg and the foot. So I think you can understand easily how it works. Okay, and we're going to, excuse me, attach this part. Okay, just like that. Okay, and but well, we are done. In fact, we are just done because the mock is finished. So it was quite quick, but I guess it works too, and that's a change of pace from my usually long videos. So yeah, why not? It's not a bad thing. So here is how Noxiom looks like. So maybe to just. So like I said, it's really weird in terms of shapes. And I think that's what makes him really unique first and really different and really interesting also. It's how the shapes are put together. So we're going to add some parts like that, and now it looks like he's attacking. Okay, and so yes, in terms of articulation, well, first the legs, as you can see, have no problems here, but for the knee, they move up to 90 degrees. The feet, as you can see, can move without any big problems, except on the sides, they can't. The arms, even with the hosepipe, can still move, as you can see, without any big limitation, I think. You can really do a lot of things with them. And for the kind of like, well, shoulder parts, even if it's not really a elbow part, excuse me, well, it can move up to this point. Not that much. Because obviously, because of the weird ways to link the parts together, you have some type of weird articulations too. So yeah, that was to be expected, I guess. The same, excuse me, goes for the head. So I think, well, I think that's all for Noxiom. So, like I said, this mock was entirely created by Shaddow, so I did not have any hand in its making. So all credit goes to Shaddow for the design of this mock, which is quite interesting, like I said, and quite original in terms of how it looks. And I think that's also, well, now it's time for you to give you your, well, it's time if you want to give any comments or questions. Well, if you have them, feel free to, excuse me, I'm going to just rewind on that. So yes, if you have any questions or comments on this mock, feel free to ask them. I will happily read them and answer them. And once again, let me remind you that you can find in the video description multiple links. So the first link is a link to the full picture gallery of Noxiom. So if you want to see more pictures, more poses of this character, well, feel free to do so. And also you will have a picture gallery of Onaric. So it's the mock which Shaddow took inspiration to make his shoulder pads. So if you want to see once again what Onaric looks like, excuse me, and what Shaddow took from him and what he changed, well, once again you can do that. So that's what the links are for, and I hope they will be useful for, well, all of you who are interested in the making of this creation and how also it can look in different poses and stuff like that. So that said, this is the end for the 8th video. I don't really have any big background on Noxiom, excuse me, for now, apart from the fact that it is from the codenamed gang, the Biohazard. And yeah, that's all. So see you next time for the 9th video, in which we'll see an important mock, well, an important character, and it's quite impressive also in terms of size. So that's all I'm going to say for now. Just end this video on this little tease. And well, so hope you enjoy and see you later. That's all. Bye-bye.